it's Rick. What do you think the guys are up to today? Think they'll have some fun, or think they'll get into trouble? I bet Jerry will mess up again. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah. So here you are. You guys walk into this room. You look around. This looks like a really nice bathroom. There's decorative porcelain tiles that run from floor to ceiling. The room smells clean, like freshly squeezed lemons and pine. A feeling of relaxation settles over everybody who enters.
All right. I like this.
That's good.
All of a sudden, the door bursts open, and in rushes Meeseeks. The Meeseeks says, "I told you to come with me." He grabs Meatface and he runs out of the room.
Meatface? Oh no!
Well, Meatface did summon him.
Yep. I think we should just let Meatface go with Mr. Meeseeks.
All right. At least the Meeseeks will fulfill his role.
Yeah. He'll just come back after he's done.
So this is a beautiful bathroom here. The porcelain tiles are so clean.
Squeaky clean?
Absolutely. You could have a meal off of these things.
Is there like a sink or something with running water?
Only has a toilet.
It only has a toilet. That's it.
It's just a room with a toilet. Very sterile though. Very clean.
Are there any pictures or anything on the walls here?
There's one picture directly in front of the toilet. I'm sure you can guess what it is. It's a giant poster of Rick.
Of course it is.
Let's see. I have a tinder box, so I would like to light that portrait on fire.
As it starts to smolder on the corner, you see the paper start to wrinkle. You see the colors start to bleed together, and all of a sudden, poof! It just disappears.
Huh. Anything behind the painting?
You see a sketch etched in there, as if with a kitchen knife, is a stick drawing of Rick.
Okay.
What about this toilet? Is there anything special about this toilet? It's the only thing in this room.
Are you gonna investigate the toilet?
I sure am.
Well, it's about time you investigate the only thing that's really of note in this room.
I'm not even good at investigation.
Well,
No,
yeah, it
no, you're
shows.
not. You're not good at all. You look at this toilet, you see that it's probably been used once or twice since it's been cleaned, but it's generally pretty clean. There's not much hair between the seat
Not much hair.
edges, and you notice one little stain on the inside. You try to pick up the top of the back behind the toilet, and it's
Back here.
it
Okay.
seems to be just a little stuck.
Okay.
It's stuck.
Yeah, this is the back of this toilet thing seems a little stuck. Yeah.
You have a mace.
I sure do. Of course, I didn't even try lifting it. I guess I could try lifting it first.
That's probably better.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get this unstuck.
How are you gonna get it unstuck? Describe the situation. You're standing over this toilet.
Put a hand on either side and pull up.
Oh my goodness. You
What happened?
emit such raw strength as you pull it out. You think it's stuck, and so you just yank as hard as you can, and you realized it really wasn't stuck at all, and it just you ripped the whole thing off.
Ah!
You jostled the base of this. It's no longer sitting right. The
I
water is
broke it.
just around this toilet.
Is it clean water?
It is clean water. Yes.
I'm gonna go clean off all this bird shit that I got on me way back when.
Oh, good idea. You now no longer have disadvantage on your charisma checks.
Damn right.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit.
As you're all standing around this toilet water, cleaning yourselves,
Trying not
Like-
to think about it.
like the Smith family is known to do. You smell you smell this rather pleasant smell as if cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls?
You can't quite tell where it's coming from. Perhaps it's further on. Perhaps it's coming from the toilet.
Well, when I took off this lid thing, is there anything in there?
You look inside the back of the toilet. And you see a little baggie.
A baggie. There's a baggie in here.
It looks like a Ziploc bag that's all black.
A black Ziploc bag? I don't know. It seems suspicious to me. Kind of afraid to grab it, honestly.
Okay, Ari goes up and grabs it and opens it. Jeez, Mom, why can't you do even the simplest of tasks?
Hey.
Ari grabs it. Inside, you see this quarter of a butt. It's a bronze piece of a butt, as if like was from a shiny metal ass, but it's now a quarter of a shiny metal ass.
It's just a piece of butt. I don't know what you're so worried about. And I throw it at Leanne.
Yeah, I'll try to catch that, I guess.
Oh boy, you grab it. She chucks it right at your face. And you just go over, and as with one swoop move, you grab it and put it in your bag.
Great. I have a quarter of a butt now.
Bronze. Shiny butt.
All right. Well, perhaps we need to collect the pieces of bronze butt. Perhaps this is our quest. Bronze butt collection.
I don't know.
Well, it's something.
I'm gonna try flushing the toilet.
As you try flushing the toilet, you notice that it's constantly running. It's dislodged and water has been filling up this whole time all around the room.
Ugh.
There's now a layer of water across the entire floor.
Oh, no.
You flush the toilet and it seems to flush up normally.
Okay. Alright, anybody else want to do anything in this room? Morty! Morty!
Summer!
Morty, what's happening over here?
What do you,
Well,
what do you mean? We found a butt.
Morty, you're in a room and you see water starting to rise. I taught you better than this. What do you typically do in this situation? What did Grandpa Rick tell you?
I'm leaving.
Alright, I'll follow Morty as he goes through into the next door.
Jerry, are you doing the same?
I'll leave. I want to leave the room.
You guys head out of this room. You get out of there pretty quick.
whoa, what's going on here?
Well, what have we here? Let's take a look. There's some kind of designs carved in a relief on the floor. From above, you realize that these designs are actually dozens of tiny hallways connected to tiny rooms. Some have teensy treasure chests, while others feature tiny traps that would have trouble catching a mouse. But it's not mice these traps are after. Not after at all. Oh, then trail off dramatically. Oh, sorry, that was a note to myself. I shouldn't have read that part out loud.
Typical Rick. Are these like living, breathing things that we see?
They sure look like it. They're all miniature. Probably could fit in your hand. But what you see beneath you as you walk throughout this room, as if the whole room is a map.
Whoa.
Tiny hallways and tiny rooms. You see things moving throughout them. You see this not only on the floor, but also on the sides of the walls.
So if I look down below me, I could see this like pattern, this carved pattern, yes?
Yes, this carved pattern is everywhere. The room is filled with a top-down view of a minuscule scale dungeon.
Okay, so can I like follow the path to get to this green square?
You walk over there, and what you see is a tiny hole. It looks like that is the way that you could get into this lair, a minuscule dungeon.
Hey Morty, come take a look at this.
I would say this hole is 6 inches by 6 inches.
Okay, here's a tiny hole.
This is a tiny hole. Outside of that little hole, you see lying on the floor several carved wooden figurines. Here you see a green dragon. You see an ogre. You see a little spider, and you see a zombie. These are they look hand carved, made out of the finest redwood, and they would sit nicely in your hand, in your palm.
Okay, what about these guys?
You look down and you see what looks like 4 adventurers. You see them underneath the layer in the map. You see these guys walking through the map. A tiny cleric, a tiny fighter, a tiny rogue, and a tiny wizard. They cheerfully slog their way through this tiny dungeon. It's so cute to see them go.
Aw.
Okay.
Look at them go.
So these figures over here are about the size of this hole over here.
Yeah. They're
Hopefully
all
smaller.
the size of that hole.
Uh-huh. Let's see. A zombie, a spider, an ogre, a dragon. So how do we want to kill this group? Which may end up
As you guys
inadvertently
are standing
killing
there
us.
watching, you notice that the adventuring party of tiny people seem to be going through rooms. They reach the final room at the end. They reach the last area. They look around the empty room inquisitively, and then they walk through the door, which teleports them back to the first dungeon room. They start the whole crawl over again.
I think we should put one of these figurines inside to give these adventurers something to do.
Sure.
Jerry, which one do you think this party can defeat? The one you're standing on is a zombie, by the way.
Oh, let's go with that one.
Okay, good.
They do have a cleric, so
Jerry, go ahead and put the zombie inside the hole. The entire dungeon has been Jerry's fault because that's what people said, so we may as well just continue that pattern if this is something bad. We're gonna put the zombie creature and try and slip him in the hole.
So you place the zombie in the hole. He easily fits in. As soon as he's set inside, you see this wooden figurine. It becomes alive. It starts hungering for the flesh of the tiny adventurers. You see the zombie walk up to them, and with no effort at all, you see a light come from the cleric's wand and immediately vaporizes the zombie. The zombie dies instantly in a big explosion.
Holy shit.
And you see a little treasure chest open up in one of the tiny rooms.
Huh.
Oh. So we see one of the treasure chests open.
Yes, inside the mini dungeon. The venturing party was very strong. They were successful.
Okay, that's good.
Hopefully they'll get their reward.
Alright, so I better just wait and see if they take the exact same path or if they go to the...
They continue on the same path, showing up the first room, and continue on their route once more.
So they never get to the open treasure chest?
They never deviate to the little rooms to the side. They seem to be on one straight path.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna put the spider one in now.
The spider goes inside the hole easily, falls in, and you expect to hear a clunk from the wood, but you hear the soft patter of 8 legs on crunchy leaves. And you hear the scurrying sound of this spider. You see rush towards the adventuring party. It rushes right up to them and jumps to their face in a quick motion. The fighter splits it into 2.
Good job, adventuring team.
A second treasure chest opens up in another part of the dungeon.
Do they ever find this treasure chest?
They continue on their straight path, never exploring alternative areas of the dungeon. These look like some pretty bad programmed NPCs.
What do we do now, guys? Do we put another one? It looks like it's unlocked.
Put the dragon in.
Okay, Morty, we'll put the dragon in.
Really? From spider to dragon?
Hey.
The dragon plops down, and you hear the wood piece fall in the rusty leaves, and for a second nothing happens. But then with a big whoosh, some wings expand open and a giant green dragon rushes out. It runs up and stops before he gets to the fighters. The fighters look a little scared. They back up one step and then start running. At which point the dragon lets a big fire breath out and incinerates the entire team.
Morty, you killed them.
Well, they sucked. They were terrible adventurers. We could take on a dragon.
We could barely take on the orcs.
Can barely take out the goblins.
You see the charred remains of 4 tiny adventurers underground. The dragon is wandering around in the opposite direction from what the adventuring party was going.
Maybe we had to do it in order to level them up so they could kill bigger things. Want to put the ogre in now?
You drop the ogre inside. The wood turns green. You see it swell up and get really large. This ogre walks out, and you hear, "A donkey? A donkey? Where are you? A donkey?" The dragon walking through, and the ogre walks up. "Donkey, I told you we have to go to the princess. Can't stay in this castle."
Nice.
The dragon lets a big fire breath out. The ogre says, "Now, donkey, don't be doing that." And the dragon whimpers quietly and heads over next to the ogre. They both walk together in this path. They turn down one of the extra rooms. They're gone. You see another tiny treasure open up in another part of the mini castle.
Huh. If I'm looking at this castle, does it look like the dungeon that we're in?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Completely
Okay.
different.
Could I use my cantrip or mage hand?
You create a mage hand in front of you. As you walk around this room, you're looking at from a top-down view of this dungeon. You see a main hallway down the middle with little hallways on the side, and there's 5 hallways with 3. All 5 of them have treasure chests. 3 treasure chests are open, and 2 of them are locked.
I want to grab one of the unlocked ones and see if I can reach any of those.
You guide your hand through the hole. It flies down the chamber and down the first hallway. You see it reach and grab around the tiny miniature treasure chest and start moving backwards, dragging it along. You see that the treasure chest is almost too heavy for it, but it drags it along back to the hole. It tries to pull it up through the hole, at which point it gets stuck.
Can we see what's in it?
Leanne walks over to the hole, and she's able to see that this tiny treasure chest, it can be opened up, but it wouldn't be able to fit through the hole itself.
Can we see the contents of what's in the chest, though?
No.
As it realizes it can't pull it any further, the mage hand, it flies back
What?
to you to then be controlled later, but it's done its task, and the chest sits open. Inside, you see an unbelievably tiny wand of magic missiles. It works normally, but every time that you use it, you have a 50% chance of losing it. It's so small, it overheats quite a bit.
So can we just use the mage hand to bring up just the wand as opposed to the whole treasure chest?
Yeah.
The mage hand grabs the tiny wand out of the treasure chest.
I asked to retrieve it, and I got it back. So I have it in my hands now.
The hand drops it in your hand, and are you putting it in your bag?
Yes.
So we got Jerry has a tiny wand of magic missile that has a 50% chance of being lost after use.
Guys, I got a wand.
A tiny wand. Congratulations.
Huh. Is there any other tiny treasures that maybe we should be looking for?
There were 2 other unlocked tiny treasures and 2 locked treasures.
Dad, go use your little invisible hand thing and see what's in those other treasures.
I utilized the mage hand for the second unopened chest. And I just care about the materials inside of it. So if the hallways is too narrow, I'd rather just get the whatever's inside of it.
The hand starts to float and realizes it can't go through the area that treasure chest is filling the hole, and it can't make it. It disappears and reappears on the other side of the treasure chest, flies down the hallways, goes to the next unopened one. It reaches down, opens it up, and pulls out a potion. It's a potion that looks rather clear. It starts to bring the potion back down the hallway. It is not able to get the potion on the other side of this treasure chest. The mage hand doesn't know what to do. It sits on the other side of this treasure chest with a clear potion.
Well, snap.
The treasure chest sits open on the other side of this hole. As the hinge opens up, it gets lodged in the hole, and it's stuck.
All right. Well, what about the third treasure chest?
So the mage hand that has the potion is it safe? I wanted to set the potion down, and I want to take a look at the third unopened one.
It flies down the hallways towards the third unlocked chest. It grabs a ring out of the chest. It flies back. It's normal size ring in a miniature dungeon, so it's pretty big, and it can't get through the area. It's stuck. It's with the potion. The hand sits there holding this ring next to this potion.
So these treasure chests are bigger than the hallways that they're in?
No, I'm telling you that the 6-inch by 6-inch hole is blocked by a treasure chest that is larger than 6 inches by 6 inches.
Oh,
and in
why
trying
can't we...
to pull the treasure chest through the hole, it got wedged.
Mom, let me see your mace. Can I use the back of the mace and try and like use it to move this treasure chest away?
Basically, shove it back down the hole.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to do it? I could try.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're the one who broke the toilet, so maybe you should do it.
Okay, I'm gonna try the back of my mace as Ari suggests.
You reach it and you give it a full swing down with all your might. It's too stuck for you.
All right, I get frustrated and I use thaumaturgy to create tremors. Try to dislodge it that way. Because at this point I'm stubborn and I want to be the one to get this unstuck. So
you reach out with your hands and the whole room starts to shake. You see all of the little miniature dungeon, everything inside of there just wildly is tossed from side to side.
Whoa!
The treasure chest, it breaks up in this chaotic, falls to the bottom in just a bunch of little sticks.
there, I did it.
Way to go, Mom.
All right, try using your mage hand now.
I'm gonna use my mage hand again.
As the mage hand flies down there, you guys notice that the potion has been destroyed in the chaotic tremors of everything. The broken glass.
Yeah, I
is
figured.
everywhere. Everything is damp all around it. You see the ring sitting there. You grab that ring, you pull it on through, and the mage hand sets it right next to the hole where the figurines were, and goes back right next to Kier.
Leanne, are you taking the ring? Is that what's going on here?
I mean, no one else was doing anything, so.
Well, I figured it would go to Kier because he's the one doing everything.
But he wasn't saying anything.
You look down and you see all the you see those
What? Can we
Fine.
identify
on
it?
the ground all just starting to rise in the air. You see them hovering, and then you see it float back and forth and fly throughout the dungeon underneath.
Oh, it's probably
Okay.
a potion of flight
Oh.
or levitation or something. All right, so we're gonna give the ring to Jerry.
Jerry, you're really making bank on this.
Jerry, do you know what this ring does?
Wait, what?
Are you getting the ring, man?
I got the ring.
You look at this ring, and you find that it's a rare ring. You know right away that this is the ring of protection.
Oh, damn it! That's something I want.
Wow, I got a rare ring.
All right.
I think Jerry might need it more than you.
I mean,
Yeah, honestly, they're
it
after.
doesn't really look good on him, so it's weird if he wants.
Oh.
All right, so we got some loot. We got a broken potion, and I want to check this door.
That door sits unlocked.
Hey, Morty, I think this door is locked.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pick the pick the lock.
Keth walks over there, and just like the Fonz, he goes, "Hey!" Snaps his finger and hits the door as it swings open.
Wow, where did you learn that?
Well, that's how you do it, Summer. That's it.
All right,
Well-
I'm gonna open the door and like kind of peer in to see if we're walking into another room full of Mortys or potentially another bathroom.
You see just a tiny hallway with another door on the other side in front of you. You can't. You would have to leave this room before you go into the next room. Is basically what I'm saying.
Okay, yep, I will walk forward and go to the next door.
Wow, that was a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what happens next. All right, see you next time.